Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back. We are back in the shop. Little update here. It has been quite a while. It feels like forever. It's only been about a week, but in my last video, I think towards the end, I mentioned that we weren't really feeling the best. Well, that kind of, snowballed into really not feeling very well. Got hit with the Rona, made it through the Rona. Me and Michael are still here. We're still alive. Me and Allie have just not been feeling well for the past week, so we kind of just laid low, chilled, got through it, and we are back here ready to start cranking, start doing some more work. So let's catch up where we left off, because I'm sure you guys are wondering what in the heck. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy, a lot of people are going to be mad, but let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. So we've got the 05 in here. Late last week, right before we stopped working, we went ahead and cleared off all of the back of the 05, and that is for good reason. No more leaf springs. As you can see, we've got our old units right here, which have served us well. We have gone fast on the leaf springs, but as you guys have heard me mention before, we are ready to kind of launch the truck a little bit harder. In order to do that, we've got all of these beautiful parts here that Michael is working on. But first, this is the last week. You guys know I got to get it in. The last week, this Sunday, the Toolbox giveaway ends. So make sure, if you guys want to help support the channel, get entered to win this Toolbox, head over to wrenchworks.com. You guys already know the deal. Every dollar that you spend is an automatic entry. It's filled with tools. But anyway, make sure you guys go do that. But what do we have here besides brackets that are cut off? Our man Cody from Firepunk. You guys know we've been hanging out with Cody for a while now. Cody has tremendously helped out with getting us. This is Firepunk's kind of a DIY 4-link kit. We've got some pieces in here added in that we've added in, but Cody has been a tremendous help in getting us all of these pieces, all of these parts to 4-link the back end. He's actually the one who got us these Menser. Is that, I hear people pronounce that a couple different ways. Does he pronounce it Menser or Mensker?
Menser.
Menser?
Menser.
People throw a K in there. I don't know. Maybe it's that Ohio accent. But Menser rear shocks. Look at these babies. These are super sweet. Cody's got these fine-tuned in for us. So we basically have a lot of parts here that need to get put on the truck. Obviously going to take a little bit of time for setup, all of that stuff, but we've got a anti-roll bar from, where did we get that from again? I'm losing my mind. My memory may have been lost.
It's Quartermax.
Quartermax. So we've got piece of junk. So we've got a Quartermax anti-roll bar, and we've also gonna use one of their heavy-duty wishbone kits for the rear axle as well. Everything else is from Firepunk, and I believe this is on their website. You guys can just order this up if you want to take your truck to the next level. I know it's not for everyone. Now, we are still going to be able to drive the truck on the street as much as we've been doing before in the past. It's not like we are cutting up the truck and it is now a full-blown race truck and cannot be used for anything else. Now, while it does get used primarily for racing, we can still drive this thing on the street, no problem. So
we still have to be able to load a sled pull.
Michael's still very concerned about making sure this thing will sled pull. That's why we're not really cutting the frame super far back. We're leaving the full frame rail. We got to make sure we can fit a beefy hitch back here. We're not actually going to completely back half the truck. We are simply just changing the suspension, correct?
Yes. We're not cutting any of the frame. We're just cutting the bracket. You just cut the brackets off.
Oh, so now it's me. So now it's me. Cody also got us hooked up with a new fuel cell. Obviously, you guys can tell the fuel cell's out of it. This will all kind of make sense as we start putting it together on why certain things had to come out. Well, pretty much everything had to come out. But yeah, we're very excited. We're excited to launch this thing hard. We've got some of the old pieces just chilling here. So Caltrax, no more. We went ahead and tried to smooth the axle. We still got to get our perches off. So still some grinding work to be done here. First thing, that's what we're gonna get back on. We're gonna go ahead and finish grinding everything smooth, and then we can, what's after that? What's after that?
Yeah, just mock it stuff.
Leveling the truck.
Yeah, level it, mock it, and then take it all back apart and weld it in.
While I was grinding, Michael actually went ahead. If you guys remember, on back halving the other truck, we are going to be running doublers on the 4-link brackets. So Michael went ahead and spent pretty much a full day just getting all of the doublers welded on those brackets. So that's where we're starting off. Hopefully, if you guys are interested in 4-linking your truck, we can share some helpful tips or tricks. But the majority of where we're at right now is prep work, which you guys should have no problem with. Start grinding, start cutting. Guys, it is the following day. We've got the axle back underneath of the truck. As you can see, we got all of the undercoating, all of the paint off the axle. She's bare, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and get that centered up back in the truck. What we're waiting on now is me to finish drilling out the doublers on the brackets, which, guys, take a look at the new team member. New team member, nothing but the best from Hobo Freight. But we didn't go totally cheap. We got the middle version. But yesterday I spent way too much time with the reamer, the drill bit, and trying to do them by hand. And I was like, you know what? I will be here for 3 years trying to do this. So we finally have a drill press. We've needed a drill press for the longest time. We went and we got a drill press so I can finish drilling out the doublers. So the doublers that you weld on the brackets here are actually undersized, so you can actually take a reamer and make them exactly true to size. That way you're basically just you're doubling the surface that a bolt goes through on either side, just to make it that much stronger, that much more rigid. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish reaming out 100 million holes, and then we'll be able to start putting on bars, putting on brackets. All the prep work for the most part is pretty much done. We might just go ahead and lose this bar right here. But yeah, that's what we're working on. That's where we're at. And we'll catch back up after we have got some more stuff mocked up, ready to go on the truck. So really, same thing as I always say, the prep work takes the absolute longest. So that's where we're at. But very happy we have a drill press now. So happy. I have put off getting a drill press for, Michael, how long have we said we've needed a drill press? 6 years, 7 months, 3 hours. right, well, now comes the fun part. The fun part of trying to make sure everything is perfectly measured, squared, level, just perfect. It's got to be perfect all the way around. This is probably the most time-consuming part. As you guys can see, we have got our brackets, our 4-link brackets for the axle. Basically, we cut them in half and then tack welded them together so they can actually still be moved and rotated and made square and made perfectly level up and down. We've got our 4-link bars attached to that and our forward brackets up here, and we are now starting to kind of mock up, get them exactly where we want them. Obviously, we're just mocked up on wood and some stuff right now, but we've got our first bar made here. And before anything is really tacked or put in place, and obviously there will be, it's always hard to envision the end now, but there will be tons of reinforcement kind of going forward from the bottom and up and forward and all that stuff. But now is the time-consuming part of just measuring, making sure everything is good before we start tacking anything together. The other thing that I think I forgot to mention kind of in the beginning of the video, seeing that, you know, it's been a week, I forgot, I don't even know, I don't know what to do with my hands, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but you know, the bed is staying completely intact. I actually posted a picture on Instagram last night of the truck without the bed, and everyone's like, fiberglass bed sides, all that kind of stuff. We're not going full race truck. Now, to most people, this is already full race truck. We race the truck a lot, but again, we will still be running the full bed. We are not cutting it up. We're still keeping it within that street truck category, which in my opinion is, you know, like full bed, no fiberglass. But anyway, we're not gonna be able to tow 40,000 pounds on a gooseneck trailer anymore. No, well, you know, I say that, and then you're just over here with the sled pulling comments. So, I mean, you know, guys, we're not really, Michael, would you consider this cutting up the truck? People either gonna hate that I'm cutting up the truck, or we're cutting up the truck, or they're gonna love it because they like seeing things go fast, and that's, you know, the next progression of the truck.
That's a tough question to answer. I think it just depends who you are, what you're into.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just feel like if we're gonna go hook a truck up to a trailer and there's a fly that's just interrupting this clip, you know, I'm just not gonna take this truck. Like, there's gonna be like the 15. Like, once that thing gets some power in it, you know, like, I think that's, for everyone who's doubting, the 15 is gonna become what the new 05 was, you know? Like, it's gonna be that happy, you know, do cool things, lots of horsepower, and this thing's just kinda, you know, it's kind of got to beat Cody on a weekly basis, you know what I mean? So, I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely pumped and pleased with the progression of the truck. I know it may hurt some of your hearts to see the 05, you know, just getting that much cooler, but to me, I'm all about it. I think it's awesome. So hopefully that answers a lot of your guys' questions. If you guys have questions, just leave them down below. I'll do my best to get down in there. But I guess we're gonna keep measuring. We're gonna keep measuring before we tack anything. All right, guys, well, that is where we are going to leave off on episode number 1 here on 4-linking the back of the truck. We are going to keep plugging away. The next event that we will be at, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning or not, but Shide's Diesel Extravaganza at Wagler Motorsports is in about 2 weeks. Not this weekend. The following weekend, we are getting ready for that. So we will be plugging away on the 05 here until all of our kind of kind of mid-season changes are done. So hopefully, again, the whole point is to protect all of the parts in the truck. We don't want to start hopping and bouncing real bad again. We want to go faster. So really, the 4-link, while it will help us go faster, it also will help us hopefully prevent shattering any more transmission parts. Hey, easy on the drill press over there, guy. Easy on the drill press. It's a nice unit, right? I think honestly the highlight of this video has nothing to do with the 4-link or the 05. I mean, it's really just about the drill press at this point. So, we got anything else you want me to use on the drill press? I mean, make up some things or drill some things, whatever. But anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Make sure you guys get entered. What is it, Tuesday? So Insto Presto Tuesday minus Sunday. You've got a couple days left. That's it. And then the toolbox will be going to one of you guys. But that's it. Make sure you guys hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. Bye. Did you do that on purpose? Oh, right. Gotcha. I was gonna say, how's that, about 20 years old?